Good evening, everyone. This is Bremster, and tonight I'm coming to you with another one of my new puzzles. This one is another puzzle that's moderately hot off the presses. This is a puzzle I have created very recently called Outside It's 40 Degrees. And puzzle is one I created because I wanted to create an outside thermo puzzle that I hoped would be interesting. I am kind of doing something a bit weird. This is a puzzle that I've only tested once, and I've made some changes to the grid since I've done that. So I'm actually going to record my final test solve. So what you're seeing here is a puzzle that's never been fully tested, and if it doesn't work, this video will never get released. So this will get released to my Bremster Unpublished Puzzle Videos channel, and I hope it works so that you can all enjoy it. The reason I've gone with the title, Outside It's 40 Degrees, is one of the things that's been happening a lot as I jump onto the Sudoku chat channels recently, is I've been complaining that it's absolutely freezing here, as it is in Melbourne, and everyone else has been complaining that they're going through a heat wave. And when we discuss temperatures, the temperature that they're suffering through, if we translate it to centigrade, would be close to 40 here, even though here it is close to what I would call freezing. It's like in the low single digits. And when I convert my temperature to what they would have, it would be close to 40 degrees there. So yeah, outside it's 40 degrees, just not the right way for either of us. Although if we swapped, it would be just as bad. So yeah, outside it's 40 degrees. Yeah, and the reason I've called it that is it's a thermo outside puzzle. So temperature and outside clues. So how does this puzzle work? There will be a link to the puzzle below, as well as to the Bremster Unpublished Puzzle Videos playlist. And of course, if this ever gets released on the main channel, then welcome. So how does this work? No, normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have these outside clues, and the way they work is the digits that are outside a row or a column must get placed in one of the first 3 cells encountered from that edge of the grid. So what that means is this 4 clue says that there must be a 4 in one of the first 3 cells in that column. A 1 means there must be a 1 in one of the first 3 cells in that column. 1, 2 means that a 1 and a 2 must appear in the first 3 cells in that row. So 1 and 2 must be in here. And that's how those clues are read. Thermos are normal thermos, and what they mean is along thermos, digits must strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. So this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this digit, and so on. That's all we've got. They don't have to be sequential or anything, they just have to increase. That's what we've got. As I said, this is kind of the first time this has ever been solved in its full format. Let's give this a shot. So, I know the ideas I put into it, but I really don't know how to, this has changed a bit. I really don't know how to start. So, let's do some outside work. 4 must go in here, but it can't go here because 4 is over here. So the 4 goes into here. 1 must go into here. 1 must go here. 1 can't go. 1 must be in one of these 3. It can't be here because 1 is over here, and it can't be here because it's partway along a thermo. So that is a 1. So with that being a 1, it means that 1 is in one of those and one of those. 1 is in one of those 2, which puts 1 in one of those. 9 is actually in the middle of this because none of these are ends of thermos. So 1 is in one of those. Oh, that's interesting. This is a 1. And the reason this is a 1 is 1 is up here, so it can't be in those. 1 can't be in those. 1 has to be in one of these 3. Can't be at the end of a thermo. And these 2 1s here are which, because 1 has to be down here, it can't be here. So this becomes a 1. 1 has to be in the bulb of one of those thermos. And it can't be that one. This is a 1. Which is putting 1 into one of those and one of those. 7 has to be in one of those 2. And there's two ways of seeing that. There's the easy way, which is 7 can't be here because 7 has to be over here, or the fact that if I put 7 here, these would have to be 8 and 9, and both 8 and 9 have to appear here. If this is 4, this is 3, because I can't put 1 and 2 along here. I'm really tempted to fully pencil mark these thermos. I think I'm going to. Maximum I can put in here is 9. Maximum I can put in here is 8, 7, 6. Well, this can't be 5 or 4, so this has a maximum of 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is, can't be 2, can be 3, can't be 4. So this is 3, 5, or 6. This is 4, 5, 6, or 7. Okay. 5, 6, 7, or 8, 6. It can't be 6. So this is 7 or 9 because it can't be 6 or 8 because 6 or 8 is down here. So that cell is more restricted than it looks. What about this thermo? This can be a 9. This can be an 8. This can be a 7. This has a maximum of 6. This has a maximum of 5. Well, that's not that useful. So this can't be a 1 or a 2. So this is a 3, a 4, or a 5. So this has to be higher than 3, but it can't be 4 or 5. So 4, 5 has to go up here. This is actually 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that takes 7 out of those, 8 out of there. This can't be 6 anymore. This can't be 6 anymore because this has a maximum of 6. So this isn't 6, so this isn't 5. This is actually 3. 1, 2, 3. This can't be 4 anymore because it has to be higher than that. Two is now in one of those two because the 2 is along here, which means it can't be in any of those cells. Oh, this 9 makes this a 7. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like exploring puzzles that I've just played with, and the way I created this is doing some exploration with the thermos, and I actually used the Sudoku solver as a way of doing this. A lot of the puzzles I will create by sort of putting things in, exploring and figuring what clues to add, and then some puzzles I will create by just putting things into the solver and then seeing what restrictions that gives me, and then sort of saying, well, if I do this, what will that result in? And it's like, hang on, that puts pressure on these cells. So if I do something like this on those cells, and that comes with practice, knowing sort of what things you can do in certain cells to add more pressure and everything. So these are actually quite restricted because they can be 2, they can be 3, they can't be 4, 5. So these are only 2, 3, and 9 and must contain a 3. And, well, it must contain a 2 and that one. So this is only 2 or 9 because it sees a 3 and I can't use 4 or 5. And up here I've got 3, 4, 5, and 9. Seven. So 2 and 4 must go down here. Well, I can't put 2 here now. And I can't put 2 for that far along a thermo. That is actually a 2. And 4 is in one of those two. If that's a 2, that's a 1. Which means that's a 1 by Sudoku. Which means 1 is in one of those two. This is a quadruple, and people who know me know I'm never bashful about putting in quadruples. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, and 7. That can't be 5 or 7. No, other way. That can be 5 or 7. These can't be 5 or 7. So that's a 3, 4 pair. So I take 3, 4 out of those. And that can't be a 7. That's a 5. So that's the 5. There's no 5 there. That's the 7. So these are actually 2, 3, 4, and 9, and that can't be a 2. Okay. This is anything higher than a 2, so that doesn't seem that restricted. So is it these thermos now? I think these thermos are what's next. This thermo seems to have restrictions at the end, although I still can put 9 there, so maybe not. 9, 8, 7 all seem to be possible. So this could be 2, 3, 5, or 7. This can be 3, 5, 7, or 8. Oh, it can't be 7. So 3, 5, 8. And this can't be 4, 5, can't be 6, 7, or 8. So this is only 5 or 9. So what about this one? So it could be 9. This could go to 8. This could go to 7, and this... No, this can't go to 7. So this has a maximum of 6, and this has a maximum of 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it can't be 6. So 5, 7, 8, 9. That's not that fruitful. Oh, it can't be 6 and 8 here because 6 and 8 are in these 3 cells. So this can't be 6 or 8. It also can't be 4 because 4 is over here. This is actually a 5. So 5 comes out of there, 6 comes out of there, 4 comes out of there. This is 2, 3, 3, 4. And this has to be higher than 5. So it's 7, 8, or 9. That's cool. Now, this can't be 3 anymore because if this is 3, this is 2, and that cell would be broken. So 3, that's not 3. And if this has a minimum of 5, that's a 9. So there's no 9 there. What? I'm curious about this row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that can't be... Well, that can't be 2 or 3. There's a 3 in the box, and 2 must be up here. So this is a 4, 5, 6 triple. 4, 5, 6 comes out of here. This is now a 2, 3 pair. That's a 4. And that's a 2, 3 pair. This is 4, 5, 6. So, oh, and this can't be the 4 because the 4 is over here. That's the 4. This is a 5, 6 pair. This really is bouncing off each other well. I know I sound surprised, but this is kind of... Often when I create Sudoku this way, I will try and put interesting interactions into the grid, but I'm never sure if they're going to work until I test. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm testing. So these are 1, 2, 7, 8, 9 in these cells. 6 and 8 must go in here. If that's an 8, that's a 9, that's a 6. If that's a 6, I could put 8 in either of them. This is a 1, 4 pair. 4 must go down here, 4 must go here, 4 has to go up here. That's 4, that's 1. Okay. 1 can't go in there or there anymore. 1 is in one of those 3. Yeah, 1 is in one of those 2. 4 is down here. Can that be a 4? 4. Yeah, that'd have to be a 1 because it can't be 2 or 3. One can't go up there. Yeah, one has to be down here. I've already got that. So what is this? It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6, 7, 8, 9, and they can't be 7. So these are 6, 8, 9. That can't be 6 because of the 6 over there. 6 is in one of those. No, it's not. That's a 6. Where does 6 go in this box? 6 can't go in here. 6 can't go in here. 6. So 6 has to go up here. Can't go here because of the 5, 6 pair. Can't go there. That is a 6. So these are 1, 7, 8, 9. 1, 7, 8, 9. Now I can't put 8 or 9 there. 7, 8, 9 doesn't work. This is the one. I already had spoken about that. So this is not 1. This is a 7, 8, 9. This is very strange. 7 has to go in one of those two because of those 7s and that one. 5 is in one of those two. That's not doing much. These clues seem weird. That's not a 9. 2 is in here somewhere. I've got the 1 and 7, 4 and 6 down here. Eight and 9 have to go in those, but they can't go there. They can't go here because of that outside clue. This is an 8-9 pair. So these are known. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 2, 5, and 6. I can't put 5 there. If this is 2, this is 1, and I can't put 1 there. So this is 6. 6 comes out of there. That becomes a 2, 5 pair. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can't be 1 because of the column, can't be 2, 5 because of the row. So this is a 3 or a 4, which means 6 is in one of those two, but it can't be there. That's not 6. This is 6. There's little deductions to be made. 6 is over here now with 8 or 9. That's a 6, 8, 9 triple. So this is 3 or 4 to complete the row. I'm really happy with this so far. So 6 actually has to be in one of these two because it can't go down here. 8 is in one of those three. Hang on. Oh, no, that's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What are these? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. So 2 has to go in one of those two because I can't put 2 over here and it's not there. So 2 is in one of those two. 5, hang on, there's a 5 there. That is an 8. I should have seen that. There's no 5 there. So these are 2, 3, 5, 8. Well, there's no 2 in those. These, that's a 7, 8, 9 triple because I can't do 1, 2 because they're up there. 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9. 7 must go in there, but that's a 7, 8, 9 triple. So that's the 2, that's the 3, that's the 4, that's the 9, that's the 8, that's the 9. There's no 8, whoops, that's the 9. There's no 8 in there. Keep pushing the wrong buttons. That 8 takes 8 out of there. The 9 takes 9 out of there. These are 2, 3, 4, and 5 to complete the column. There's no 5 there. There can't be 2. This can't be 2 because it's got to be higher than 2 on a thermo. This can't be 2 because of the box. This is a 3, 4, 5. This is 2. This is 5. Now 5 has to go in one of those two. But that's 3 or 4. This is 3, 4, 5. So that's 8. There's no, oh, you can't put 4 here. That's a 3, 5 pair. This is 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the 6 must be over here. So this is the 7, this is the 6. Take 6 out of there. And that becomes the 6. And I've got, oh, hang on. I've got 2 8s in the puzzle. I've made a mistake somewhere. Where did I make a mistake in the puzzle? There. I put an 8 there when I couldn't. Take an 8 out of there, I think is what I need to do. This this is all wrong. So where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Oh, I put 8 in that row. It's not 2, 3, 5, 8. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, let's go from there. When testing a puzzle, it's very, very important to pay attention. I mean, this is a mistake I could make while solving anything, and that's fine. But this is the sort of thing I do a lot more when I'm testing because I'm focusing on different things. Anyway, so let's try this again. So 2, 3, 5, 6. I can't put 2 into those, so I can do the 2 over here. This is 3, 5, 6. This can't be 3. This can't be 6. I don't seem to have the same restriction here. I don't remember the logic I did, and that's okay because as I said, I'm kind of exposing you a little bit to my test process. I wish I'd remembered what I'd done. I think it was here. So these can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9. They still have to be. 7 is in here. This is a 7, 8, 9 triple. This becomes 2. This becomes 3. There is no 3 here. This becomes 5. This becomes 2. This makes this 6, which takes 6 out of there, puts 6 into there, because 6 can't be here because of the 6, 8 over here. Forces 6 into there, but I already knew that. 8 is in one of these two now because 8 is down here and up here. Now this is 3 or 5. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9 along here, I think. There's no 5 here. This is a 2, 3 pair, so this is a 5. This is a 7. This has to now be a 9. Oh, this 3 looks up making that 4, so that becomes a 9. This becomes an 8. This becomes a 9. There is no 8 in there. There is no 9 in there. I've got the same moderately useless triple as I had last time. This is a quad, which I'm interested in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's no 4, 5, and I can't use 2 either because 2 is over here. So this is the 3. I can take 3 out of those, but most importantly, that's 4 and 3. There was never a 4 in here. This is 2 and 5. This is not 4 because of the column, and I've got a 2, 5 pair. That 2 looks over. That is a 5. That is a 2. Now this is a known pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not a known pair. That is not a pair. Don't make that mistake. I've already made one mistake while playing with this puzzle. Don't make another. That 3 makes that 2, which makes that 3, which makes that 2. This is now a triple. That is not a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That 9 makes that 8 and has for a very long time. 7 and 9. So this is 4 and 7. And this 7 must be over here. This is the 4. This is the 7. I could have used that 4. So this is now known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 8. And I know 1 can't be here because of that 1. So 1, 2, 8 actually takes 8 out of those. Using that 8 would have done the same thing. And okay, that's moderately useless. What are these two? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. And I can resolve that one. That's 5 and that's 8. This is actually, apart from the mistake, this has got good flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 and 8. So there's no 4 there because of that 4. So that becomes the 4. This is a 7, 8 pair, except I can't put 8 here because 8 has to be over here. That's the 7. That's the 8. 1, 2, 3. So these are now known triples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 5, 9. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 3, 6, 8. Now this can't be the 3 and this can't be the 8 because of the thermo. This can't be the 3. This is the 6. So this is the 8. So this is the 3 because of the 3 up there and the thermo. So that's actually pretty cool as well. That finally resolves this is the 5 and the 6. That resolves this is the 2. This is the 1. This is the 8. That takes 2 out of there. The 8 comes out of there and there, so this becomes the 8. Excuse me for 1 second. Now, this thermo. Not sure, actually. Now, this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can't be 1 or 5, so it's 2, 3, 4. It can't be 3 or 4 because of the column, so this is the 2. In this row now, I need 3, 4, and 7. That can't be the 7. That is the 7. I've got a 3, 4 pair, and the 3 is looking down. That is 4. That is 3. That is 4. This is now a triple. 1, 3, 5. Now, this can't be a 1 for thermo reasons. This can't be a 1 because of column reasons. This is the 1. This 3 is looking down, making this 5. This 3. The 5 is looking up, saying that's not 5. The 7 looks up, making that 9, and that's 7. The 9 looks down, making that 5. This is not 5. The 2 makes that 9, and that 2. The 9 looks down, making that 6, and that 9. And that is a puzzle I should have reset before I started, but that is outside. It is 40 degrees. That was actually not a bad test solve. I'm releasing this puzzle as is. I do not think it needs any more fine tuning. If I hadn't made the mistake, I think that would have been a really cool flow. I think probably a hard walk in the park is how I would rate this puzzle. Because people seem to struggle with the outside clues. I don't know why. The whole concept of you must put a 4 and a 5 in those 3 cells, or you must put a 2 and a 4 in those 3 cells. You must put a 1 in those 3 cells. Just seems to blow people's minds. They seem to go, I don't understand how that works. If I'd put a cage in here with 4 and 5 in the corner and said that the digits must appear in the cage, people would get it. But the minute you put the clue outside the grid and say they must appear in the first 3 cells, encountered from that edge, or appearing from that direction or whatever, it just seems to be like, this is confusing. I just don't understand why. I love this rule set so much. And yeah, thank you to Ashish Kumar, who originally introduced me to it. I've loved setting puzzles with this rule set, and I think this is a good one. I'm looking forward to seeing what people think of this one when I eventually release it. Thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, as always, good luck with your solving.